Now once you guys have installed your video editing software and dragged your footage, your audio inside of this software, then what you need to do is you need to sync the audio, right? So for syncing your audio in Final Cut Pro and Premiere Pro, both of them are pretty simple. I'll link some down below as well as some links right here so that you guys can refer to. Again, this is one of the most common topics and you guys will find reference to this anywhere on the internet. So don't worry, it is a super easy thing to sync the audio of your microphone as well as your camera, provided both of them are recorded separately. Say for example, in the previous module, I told you guys to use a lavalier microphone. In lavalier microphone, the audio is directly input into the camera. So you guys don't have to think of syncing the audio later on. However, if you're using a mobile phone or something like that, then you have to sync your audio later in the post-production software. So once the syncing of the audio is done, what you have to do is you have to use the blade tool, which is there on either of the softwares. I will put the shortcuts right here and then just click on the timeline which is there and then cut and delete all the extra portions out there. It is a super simple thing and anyone can do this. After that, what you have to do, these are some of my pro hacks. First pro hack while editing is that while you're editing, there'll be a lot of cuts, right? Say for example like this. Hello guys, I'm Pixel Sammy and welcome to this newest video. In this video, I'm going to talk about, so there'll be a cut here, right? In the post-production software, you have to delete that extra portion. However, you're going to see that when there are cuts, sometimes the cuts are so massive that it is extremely distracting, such as this one. Hey guys, I'm Pixel Sammy, welcome to this newest video. In this video, we're going to talk about, this is just an extreme case example, but if you want to cover this gap up, cover this, mistake up in your post-production, there are lots of ways to do this. The first one is transitions. Using simple transitions between your clips is super simple and that is what can hide these mistakes. There are tons of transitions out there on the internet. Just search anywhere and you are going to find them. Transitions, put them in between the clips and you are good to go. This is going to hide those mistakes. The second way to cover these things up, the second way is B-roll hack. The B-roll hack is super simple, but before that, let me just tell you, B-roll is any clip other than your main clip. Like this is A-roll. Me talking to the camera is called A-roll. And whatever I'm showing on the screen, something, maybe some kind of a video, some kind of a footage, maybe my computer screen, that is the B-roll. That is not the human portion of the video. That is called the B-roll. The B-roll hack falls like this. Whenever there is a mistake, if I'm talking something about cameras, then if there is a cut in between, just put a B-roll on top of that cut, just like the way I'm showing it on the screen right now. Now, if you are doing this, then it is a very simple way to hide the mistake because you are covering that up with a B-roll. And that is a super simple way and a lot of people, a lot of YouTubers use this technique. A lot of times you guys must be wondering, right, how these YouTubers always talk continuously in front of the camera. Well, they do not. Trust me, they do not. They just cover those mistakes up with B-rolls and that is a super simple way to do this. The third hack is called the zoom hack. Zoom hack is super simple and you guys must have seen this a lot. However, you guys must not have noticed that it is used to cover those mistakes up. Why is that? This can be used in this way. Say for example, I'm talking in front of a camera. Hi guys, I'm Pixel Sammy and welcome to this newest video. In this video, I'm going to talk about, and as you could see in this gap, I just zoomed it in so that it can emphasize more on the video. And what it does is that it increases a lot of engagement from your side too, because as the video is moving, zoom in, zoom out, zoom in, zoom out, then you guys are getting a lot of attention too because you guys are thinking this must be an important portion. So he zoomed it in. However, a lot of people actually use this just to cover up the mistakes. And it is one of the most easiest ways to cover up the mistakes other than the B-roll technique. So it is super simple. Just simply cut the clips. Whenever there is a gap, just cut those extra portions and just increase the scale of the next clip to maybe around 107% or 110%. Don't overdo it unless and until you are making a meme kind of a thing. A lot of people do this. But unless it's like that, just keep it around 107% of the scale and it will be good to go. That is the third hack. And that are the most common hacks which a lot of pro YouTubers use to cover up their mistakes and make a better flowing and better engaging videos. Now, when it comes to better engaging videos, any YouTuber out there will recommend to put as many titles, such as titles like this, so that it can help in the engagement and people can see this motion graphics. These are called motion graphics, by the way. People can see this motion graphics a lot better and they can get engaged and they will stay on your video for a longer period of time. people will say use this as many times as much possible. Also try to put as many b-rolls as possible, because it is a very boring video when you are just showing your face. When you are just showing your face, people may get bored of you because it is just you who is talking and all, and it is going to get boring after some time. So in order to cover this gap up, just put as many b-rolls as much possible. And again, b-rolls is super simple. If you guys have a camera, if you guys have a knack for shooting videos, you guys can do so easily and just shoot as many b-rolls in your studio, bedroom, anywhere out there, and shoot as many things of the product or the service you're talking about. Otherwise, you guys can get stock clips from the internet. Again, stock clips mostly are paid, but there's a very good website called pixels.com which provides a lot of good quality of stock footages, and you guys can use it without any kind of troubles. But if you guys have the budget, then do make sure to subscribe to something like Storyblogs or ArtGrid, which provides lots of different kinds of very good quality stock lists for any kind of subjects out there. So if you have the budget, go for these two, Storyblog and ArtGrid. They provide good quality videos. However, free ones, pixels.com and other channels, many channels are out there, videvo.net is there. You have to just focus on keeping the video as engaging as possible, and again, try to smile as much as possible as well. Call to actions like I already mentioned, and b-rolls, titles, and cover up those mistakes as much as possible. That is enough. And the last thing to make an engaging video, which I will recommend anyone to have, is get a proper background music for your videos. Background music set a proper tone for your videos too, right? So always make sure to put a background music to your videos, because a video without any background music is extremely boring. So a little bit of a background music can actually help tone the mood of the video as well. If you're talking something serious, if you're talking something cinematic, if you're talking something very happy, music can set a very different tone to your videos. So always make sure to try and get different kinds of music from the internet. The YouTube audio library is out there which provides good quality music, royalty free of cost. There are many good websites out there such as upbeat.io is there, which provides free music, but it is a limited quantity one, but it is free, so make sure to use it. There is a website called Mitskit, and it is good for finding music as well. Otherwise, if you guys want to go for the paid options, there are many good paid options such as Epidemic Sound, which is like the Goliath of music for YouTube. However, there is a new service called audio.com. Audio.com is extremely good. It is very good, and one of the best things about audio.com is that it provides a lifetime subscription. Yes, you guys have to pay only $300, but it is a lifetime one. 300 might seem a lot, but it is a lifetime one. And Epidemic Sound and all those services cost like $15 a month or maybe around $200 a year. So you guys are saving a lot, because you are not going to do YouTube for only 1 year, right? You are going to do this for maybe 6, 7, 8, 10, 12 years. So getting a lifetime subscription where the production of music is so good is extremely cool. And if you guys are interested, then you guys can definitely try out audio.com. Or if you guys want to go for Epidemic Sound, you guys can absolutely do so. So that is enough for this module, and I'm sure this helped you a lot. See you in the next one.